The lesson.
Oh yeah.
Let's backtrack a bit. So for the people that aren't necessarily familiar with your whole background and whatnot,
Yeah.
I originally first heard your stuff or your name through Dialect.
Yeah.
And also I got some mates in Blackwood.
Yeah.
And you used to work at a pizza shop in Blackwood.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah, for like 4 years.
Yeah. Now tell us. I also found out that you were actually into the comedy thing.
Yeah.
At one point. So tell us, if you don't mind filling us in, tell us a little bit about, just what you were doing in the comedy stuff, and then the transition phase from that into the music.
Well, comedy, like, I grew up with Dialect, so we used to, like, when we were, like, 13, 14, we were, like, we'd watch Dave Chappelle, we'd watch, like, Chris Rock and all that, and we'd be, like, we're going to be rappers, we're going to be comedians, all that kind of. And so, like, as he went into the rapping thing earlier, he was going to battles, so I was always there, but he was 14 winning battles. So I was like, man, I'm not ready to rap or anything. I'm a child, you know what I mean? But he was, like, a prodigy, so I was kind of like, I'm going to try the comedy thing. And I was like, so I tried that when I was, like, 18, 19. And then it was all right. Like, I was okay at it, but at the same time, like, I was doing music as a hobby, always did it as a hobby, and that sort of just started. People started hitting me up like, where's your new song and stuff. I was like, oh, you listen to me? Sick. All right, I'll make another song. And then a few more people would be like, yeah, I love Allday. I'd be like, what? Like, this is a hobby. So then it just kind of started going like this. And then I just kind of left comedy after that.
Tell us at which point, you mentioned like you put out a song and people were responsive to it.
Yeah.
And then, that might have happened, a few other times or whatnot. Obviously, it's happened a lot up to this point now. But at which point or at which song, for example, did you sort of feel like, right, I'm investing all my time and energy into this?
It was probably, I did a song called So Good in Melbourne with C1. So I'd moved there to go, I'm going to be a comedian, blah, blah, blah. Then like this dude hits me up like, oh, so you do some freestyle on YouTube or whatever. I like your music. Let's do this. So we made some songs, super cash, came back to Adelaide to record it at Coulter's house down in Seaford. And then that radio started playing that and I was like, oh, whatever. People like, you're so good at it on the radio. I was like, what does that even mean, kind of thing. Like it wasn't a thing that I was thinking about, but and that's that's lucky because if you think too hard about it, you know what I mean, you try to focus on making a radio song, it ends up sounding like you're trying, you know what I mean. So that innocence was fortuitous. But yeah, so I did that, and then that was when managers were hitting me up and stuff and like trying to take meetings with me, and I was like, all right, so obviously this is moving. But prior to that, I'd done a mixtape that nobody has, which was like just my mates had for the car around Blackwood, which was just like jacked beats, black milk beats, Dilla beats and stuff. And then I did an EP, which is more like my first EP, still hobby, a second mixtape. That all that had happened before anything really went to the radio. Yeah.
So basically, by the sounds of it, a lot of it you never really planned on all this sort of happening. It just, you were doing it as a hobby.
Yeah. Got
some good feedback, a few things popped off, and you kind of just followed up a few leads, and here you are.
Totally, but the thing is, obviously, it takes a lot of hard work, but like it was a thing that I'd always loved. I'd always intended. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a basketball player, and so like I was always like, I'm gonna be like Shaq. I'm gonna release an album while I'm in the NBA. You know what I mean? But I was like, it's not gonna be like Shaq. It's gonna be an underground classic. Blah blah blah. So then, it was a thing that I loved. So it was when the opportunity came, I was like, oh, this can be something that makes me money, then hell yeah, I'm going to do it.
The lesson.